In this episode of Fictional Hangover, we talk about numbered lists trumping morality, not using a ground knife, throwing people into the sea, and gift wrapping murder because there's always time for a bow, in our discussion of One Dark Throne by Kendare Blake. Hey everybody, welcome to Fictional Hangover, a podcast about books that is full of spoilers. Every week we discuss a different book in way too much juicy detail. I'm Amanda.
And I'm Claire, and today we're going to discuss One Dark Throne by Kendare Blake.
Standard disclaimer. If you haven't read this book, please remember that Fictional Hangover is all about spoilers. If you haven't read or listened and don't want to be spoiled, stop listening to us and go read or listen to the book. Then come back. If you haven't done this but want to pretend that you have, or if you don't care about spoilers, or if you just like the show so much that you don't care about any of that, then listen up.
Yay!
Yay!
So this is likely going to take until the next book episode to record.
Yes.
So let's just dive into some background info and
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So I read an interview with fantasynews.com. This is an oldie from 2017. So it's roundabouts the time that this book came out. And she was asked, what do you like most about your main characters? And which one was the hardest to write about? Everyone is surprised because it's not the bee story again.
upsettingly.
Though, just to make everyone feel better, the bee story was included in this interview. So, don't worry. Anyway, the answer to this question is Mirabella was definitely the hardest to write about, which honestly I find a little shocking. That might be my shock for the episode.
Okay.
It was easy to dislike her. Yeah, I know. Well, we said it was going to be a long episode, so we'll just skip straight through. Just skip to the end. Forget the summary. I was surprised that Mirabella was definitely the hardest to write about. And she says, it was easy to dislike her just because she seemed to have it all figured out. But once I got to know her and understood how deeply she loved her sisters and the internal struggle she had between loyalty to them and duty to the island, I came to adore her. Arsinoe, I started to pronounce it the way she does, Arsinoe, and then the way the audiobook does, Arsinoe, and it was Arsinoe. And Jules go hand in hand, and their arc and their friendship was one of my favorite aspects to explore. Katarine was probably the easiest to write about because I found the Poisoners very easy to write about in general, and her journey from victimized pawn to scorned combatant was lovely to see.
That's a complete non-answer, by the way. She's basically said that all of them.
Yeah. Well, I mean, she answered, what do you like most about the characters? And which one was the hardest? Mirabella was the hardest, which I really don't believe.
Well, take it up with her.
I will.
Pose this question again and see if the answer's the same. And then when it's different, go,
Aha!
And then she can turn around and go, yes. But hindsight.
Yes. And then she'll have 7 of the books under her belt instead of... No, 6. Sorry, there's only 6 right now. 6 of the books under her belt instead of only 1.5 or 2. I guess she had finished writing this one by the time this interview came out, since it was about the time the book was published. I think that's how time works, but honestly, I'm not sure.
No,
I'm not sure.
I think we've established in the past year at least, maybe 2, that time is a flat circle and makes no sense.
It has no meaning.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Yeah. So, initial thoughts on this one.
It's a bit punchy, this one. Oof.
Yeah?
Oof.
Yeah?
And you can interpret that however you want, because we'll find out when we do the summary.
Yeah? So many things. So many things happen in this one. And as many times as I've read the first one, I haven't read the rest of the series as many times as I've read the first one. So, this might be just the second or third time I've read this one, I think. So, and it came out almost 10 years ago. So it's been a minute.
It's been a minute.
So yeah, I had forgotten.
But Kendara's done what very few people could accomplish, and that's maintain during the second, which is established in the third in terms of tenseness and risks.
Yeah. And I know that everyone was caught off guard by the end of the first one, when Katarine was pushed down into the Breccia domain and then somehow comes back.
Bitch is back.
So this one did not disappoint.
No.
Okay, let's dig in. It's 38 hours long. Genevieve Arryn returns to Greaves-Drake Manor after being sent away for some time. She is questioned by her sister, Natalia, the head of the Black Council, about the rumors that must be spreading about Queen Katarine, but Genevieve has only heard what Natalia has spread, that Katarine went into hiding after Arsinoy's bear attacked the night of the quickening. Boy, that was a good night. I hope everyone's watching so they can see my facial expressions. Since everyone can watch this one, go watch it on our Patreon. Only Natalia knows about Katarine crawling out of the Breccia domain. No one knows that Peter pushed her. Now, Katarine is eating poison like all the rest of the Arryns and making tainted gifts to send to Mirabella, covered in wrapping paper and ribbons. She's precious. It's like Christmas Eve. Katarine was once weak, but not anymore.
Dang. In Wolfspring, Arsinoe receives word that 2 suitors have elected to visit her, Tommy and Michael, but she knows they are only interested in her because of her bear. Jules and the rest of the Malloynes, her foster family, Joseph, Jules' boyfriend, and Billy Chatsworth, Joseph's mainland foster brother and Arsinoe's suitor, know that the law magic and Jules are controlling the bear, not Arsinoe. What they don't know, except for Jules and Joseph, is that Arsinoe is actually a poisoner, not a naturalist, like everyone always thought.
That was also one of my favorite twists at the end of book 1.
Yeah.
Even though we knew it from reading the prequels.
Yeah.
But good.
Yeah. It's still
good.
A moment.
Yeah. Katarine sent poisoned candy to Arsinoe by way of Billy's father, William. But instead of killing Arsinoe, she just deliciously enjoyed it. It nearly killed Jules instead. Thank goodness it didn't. Jules is now in constant pain and has a limp, but she's still the most powerful naturalist in a long, long time. Arsinoe wants to learn about poisons in order to kill Mirabella when the time comes, but, honestly, she would rather not kill anyone. And she thinks that maybe Mirabella doesn't want to kill anyone either, and maybe Katarine feels that way too. No, she doesn't. Sorry. That was just a little tickle in my throat there.
No, after spring break, she doesn't.
No. Jules doesn't want her to be seen learning about poisons, but stubborn Arsinoe does it anyway. Stubborn Arsinoe.
So when you go to a public library and you just see carrying all the poison books, it's like, oh, you didn't hide that very well.
No.
Apart from going to the library, as she's eating hemlock casually, feeling strange nourishment that she hasn't felt before and comparing it to the way that a naturalist must feel blooming a flower. Billy joins her and nearly kisses her. She pulls away at the last second, not because she doesn't secretly want to smooch Billy, but because the hemlock would surely kill him. He's come to see her so Jules and Joseph can have some alone time together, but that alone time is ruined by a girl spitting at Joseph and calling him a traitor for protecting Mirabella during the quickening ceremony when Arsinoe's bear nearly attacked her. Jules is still struggling with the fact that Joseph had a fling with Mirabella, but that doesn't stop her from siccing Camden, her cougar familiar, on the girl. This, of course, makes the girl and onlookers angry at Jules too. Listen, this is the rules. You are not allowed to be an arsehole to somebody that I care about. Only I am allowed to be an arsehole to the person I care about.
Yeah.
It's like the rules.
Yeah. But I mean, I feel like everyone should be an asshole to Joseph.
Yeah, because he's the bigger asshole.
He is. He is. And you know what? He makes me angry.
Yes, he's a sphincter. He is a sphincter.
Yep. That's perfection right there.
He's a sphincter-faced butthole.
Don't love him.
No,
I do not love him.
No.
In Rolanth, High Priestess Luca helps Mirabella, Bree, and Elizabeth as they prepare to ride in secret to Wolf Spring, where she will take on Arsinoe and her bear. They are sending a decoy carriage to Grievestrake as a distraction for Katarine, who has been, sending all of her poisoned treasures to Mirabella, one of which just lost an initiate priestess, her arm below the elbow. Oh shit, don't put that glove on. Whack! It's fine. Everyone is wary of every gift that arrives from Mirabella, not sure which ones come from admirers who support Mirabella as queen, and which are poison sent from Katarine. You know what?
If you
Just
send enough
safe
gifts,
to say,
one's going to work.
all poison.
Yes.
Yes.
If you don't, you shoot your shot 100% of the time, it's never going to work.
It's never going to work.
All Katarine is making sure that it works eventually.
Yeah.
And you know what? I can get behind that method.
Yeah.
One will slip through. Something will slip through.
Yeah. Something.
Katarine rides to the temple at Indrid Down, the capital city, and asks everyone to leave her be while she is there. Once she is alone, she approaches the goddess stone, a large slab of obsidian, and asks the goddess if she knows them, if they still smell of the earth after she threw them down into the Breca domain. She says the goddess will not have her way this time because they are coming. Katarine is speaking as if she is more than one person, and it is creepy, and we love it.
It's so good! Arsinoe gets word from her friend Luke, the bookshop owner, delicious treat maker, and dressmaker, that Mirabella is on her way to Wolf Spring. Look, can I just say that I love Luke and that he has all of these skills?
If you're skipping ahead to favourite person, then I'm saying my favourite person, which is all the people inside Katarine.
Yes. Okay, that's fine. I already shared my surprise too, so it's fine.
We're being efficient.
We are, because we know the episode's going to be 6 hours long. But I love Luke. He's everybody's gay best friend.
He is. We do love Gook. Gook? Oh my god, I can't speak today, which is great. Yes, we all love Luke, and Luke is the nicest, the best, our favourite nice person.
Yes.
Whatever the heck is inside Katarine is our favourite villainous person.
Yes. 1,000 times yes.
Yes.
Everyone in town expects Arsinoe to go face off against Mirabella, so the Elemental Queen does not destroy Wolf Spring. Jules tries to stop her, telling her she's not ready, and her bear is not ready, but the townsfolk believe that it is, after it nearly attacked Mirabella after the quickening, But that was Jules directing the bear, of course. And of course she would want to kill Mirabella since she slept with Joseph.
Set the bear onto Joseph. That's my thoughts.
That's the answer.
Always choose the bear.
Always choose the bear.
Set onto Joseph.
Yes. Arsinoe hopes that she'll be able to talk to Mirabella and not have to kill her, but she goes to the bent tree to summon the bear anyway. While there, she sharpens a knife with Nightshade, hiding it from Madrigal, who has arrived to help her summon the bear. When Arsinoe cuts the rune into her palm, she can feel the connection with the bear and knows it will come.
Mirabella nears Wolfspring with Bree and Elizabeth. Once she was the chosen queen, but now she has no suitors coming her way first, and no one to see her off, even though she snuck away anyway. Her friends joke that she doesn't want a suitor anyway, but Joseph instead. Mirabella knows that Joseph will never speak to her again after she kills Arsinoe. She hopes she doesn't have to kill him, and Julienne too, but she will if she has to.
I guess.
Shrug. If I got her. No, don't make me stab them. Oh no.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh,
no, that's
slipped.
No, that's Katarine being puppeted by everyone inside her. But she's also like, yes, no, I want to kill this one first and then this
Yay,
one.
I
Not
have
the
a
other
list.
way around.
Can we do it in the list order?
Kill them all!
It's not the murder itself. It's I have a list.
Yeah, look.
If I've got a list, I'm sticking to the list. I don't
Stick
care if
to
there's
the
the right or
list.
wrongs.
I mean,
Stick to the list.
Is it a numbered list? Because if it's a numbered list, you have to go in order.
You have to. Numbered lists trump morality.
Yes.
Fact.
Madrigal and Kate, Jules' mother and grandmother, discuss Jules and her gift. Then they remember back to her birth, when they called a seer to look into the baby's future. The seer told them to drown the baby, telling them that she is Legion cursed, that she has 2 strong gifts, and that she will bring about an end to their island.
Nice.
Jules is not just a naturalist, but is war-gifted as well. Yes. Yes. Does everyone remember when she killed the old bear by exploding its heart with her mind?
Yes, I do. You know what? Jules does not suck. Jules, she does not suck to suck. She is brilliant.
Yes. Unfortunately, being Legion cursed will surely drive her mad.
Oh, I.
It hasn't yet, though.
What if she could take Joseph out while she's going crazy?
Come on, please. I just kind of wish that she had more than the 2 gifts. She's so strong. Like, give her a 3rd one. See what happens.
It might be hidden, simmering underneath.
Oh, let's hope. Let's hope.
It's not poison. I'll tell you that much.
It's not poison. We've ruled that one out. Where's
Yes,
the
we've ruled
numbered
that
list? What's next?
We have an order and no morals.
Okay.
Yes.
Back in time. Instead of killing baby Jules, Madrigal used low magic to bind the war gift. But as Jules grows, the war gift has grown too, even though it's bound. And now her temper is barely kept in check.
I always have thoughts and feelings about binding gifts. It never, ever leads to good situations, ever.
No,
so
it really
just
doesn't.
don't do it.
Unless the gifts that you are binding are the secret poisoned treasures that you're constantly sending out.
If you're binding it in the terms of a pretty bow,
Yes.
because there's always time for a bow,
Right.
fine. That's fine. That's gift wrapping.
Yes.
But this kind of binding is not gift wrapping.
No.
It's abuse.
It is gift wrapping.
Okay.
So much gift wrapping in this episode. Which one do we
Damn you,
mean?
semantics!
Ah!
Foiled again by semantics. Mirabella scouts encounter Arsinoe, who tells them to report that she is coming to see Mirabella. Mirabella leaves her friends to try to find her sister. They are worried about the bear, but no one has seen it, so maybe everything will be fine. Magical, meanwhile, has told Joseph about Jules being Legion cursed, but he can't bring himself to believe it because he is a sphincter.
Yes.
He rushes off to find Jules anyway. If she is Legion cursed, it will be difficult to stop her from killing Mirabella, but if she interferes with the queens killing each other, everyone will want her dead. Do you know what I say to this? Prove it.
Ah, yes. Try to stop me.
Yes. Yes.
Mirabella and Arsinoe encounter each other in the woods, and Mirabella lashes out with lightning, but Arsinoe is able to evade. Mirabella asks where the bear is, thinking Arsinoe is going to sneak attack, but the bear isn't around. Jules, meanwhile, is rushing to get to Arsinoe, and Joseph is hot on her heels. He tackles her to stop her from getting to Mirabella and Arsinoe. And Jules thinks that he wants to keep Mirabella safe, which he does, and for her to kill Arsinoe. Like, I'm sorry, you're clearly keeping Mirabella alive here. I don't care what anyone says.
I 100% agree.
The trees begin to rattle then, and branches rain down around them. Joseph tells Jules he thinks that was her doing. Soon, the bear crashes toward Mirabella and Arsinoe. Arsinoe can feel a tingle in her palm, and even though the bear is not her familiar, she's able to make it stop its charge and carry her away from Mirabella and deeper into the woods. I just want him to, like, grab her by the shoulder and drag her off.
Yeah. Oh. But she's got a bear friend now.
She's got a bear friend!
In Gravesdrake, Natalia and Genevieve are shocked, I tell you, to find Katerine throwing knives at one of her maids who is tied down. What the hell, Katerine? What the hell?
I wanted to be on a spinning board.
That's how I picture it.
It has to be.
Thinking this seems very out of character, gee whiz, for the once meek queen. Sorry, what?
Why don't they do anything?
They are so... You know what? If Joseph wasn't around, Natalia and Genevieve would be up there with the... They are up there. They are up there with the bloody annoying...
Yeah. Yeah. But clearly something's going on with Katerine that they should be concerned about as she is spinning her maids and throwing knives at them.
I honestly, in my head, when this was happening, I was like, you know when you open the door and you go, huh, and then you close the door slowly and back out?
That's what they just did.
Hope you... Yeah. Except instead, they put an end to it.
Okay.
Which I suppose, yay for the maid. But then Katerine suggests that Genevieve take the maid's place. I like Katerine's moxie. After slicing a curl from near her face, Natalia makes Katerine stop, knowing that Genevieve used to torture her, but still questioning how she could do such a thing and what actually happened to her the night of the quickening. She merely says she fell and the goddess saved her before leaving for a horse ride. She soon realises she's being followed and thinks it's Peter, who has returned to her. But no. It is the suitor, Nicholas Martel. And she is drawn to him immediately.
Back at Wolf Spring, Arsinoe, Jules, Joseph, and the newly named Braddock the bear arrive home. Along the way, Jules tells Arsinoe about her Legion curse being bound with low magic. They wonder about what would happen if it was unbound and about how they both have secrets they need to keep safe. Billy arrives soon, but with bad news. Wah wah. He has been named Mirabella's food taster since he refused to participate as a suitor. Joseph then tells Jules he's going to see Mirabella too. But it's just to tell her that it's over. It's over between us, Mirabella.
Mm-hmm.
It's over.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh. You know what? There could never be anything in between them anyway, because he's not a suitor. So fuck off, Joseph.
Just get in the sea. Again. But this time not be rescued. It is time for the suitors to arrive and for their accompanying celebrations. And Greavesdrake, there is, of course, a poisoned feast. Nicholas finds the fact that there are things that he cannot eat alluring. That should tell you a lot about him. They discuss other festivals that take place during the Ascension year, one in summer led by the naturalists and one in fall by the elementals. The poisoners have a great feast at every event, and Nicholas marvels at how much poison Katrine ate at the Queen, and she makes a comment that she herself might be poison. Ooh.
Billy and Joseph arrive at Rolanth, and Mirabella is very pleased to see her love has perhaps decided to be with her. When it comes time to feast, Billy plays up his role as food taster and suitor, enjoying bites of Mirabella's food and the fact that his eyes aren't bleeding from poison. Look, I enjoy Billy. Okay?
You know, I celebrate that every time as well. It's nice.
Yeah. Yay, I'm not bleeding from the eyes.
Everybody should celebrate not bleeding from the eyes when you have a meal.
Yes, it's a good celebration to have.
Yes.
And then you open up your gifts. Ah, shit. Poison.
Bleeding eyes.
Bleeding eyes, immediately. Billy taunts Mirabella about his potential death, comparing it to what she tried to do to Arsinoe. She thinks back to Arsinoe getting away and wonders why she didn't kill her with her bear when she had the chance. Some say that Mirabella ran away from the fight, afraid of the bear, but Arsinoe is the one who left, dragged away by the bear. Comically. Joseph comes to Mirabella then to tell her it's over. It's over between us, Mirabella.
I'll be with you.
I've chosen Jules.
Oh my god.
I've chosen Jules and I'll always choose Jules. But, like, it still seems that, you know, he wants Mirabella.
Is it the erection?
It's the erection, I think, that's giving it away. I think you're right. Bree apparently saw it, because she agrees.
Yeah, Bree sees everything.
Yeah. He still leaves, though.
Thank God. It's nice to have a character we hate. I keep saying that to myself.
Yeah.
But if he wants to, you know, go down an endless pit, that's fine by me.
I mean, I think threatening him with the sea is reasonable.
You should get in the goddamn sea, goddammit. Okay. Anyway, Madrigal helps Arsinoe get dressed up in Wolf Spring. Or, you know, she tries to at least anyway. But Arsinoe refuses to put on anything other than her typical pants and vest. Arsinoe sees that Madrigal has dropped something and recognises it as a low magic charm made from a ring that Matthew Sandrin gave to Madrigal's sister, Cara, before she was banished to the Black Cottage. Arsinoe is angry at Madrigal for stealing Matthew from Cara. Banished or not, Madrigal's spells won't make him love her, but he must be infatuated with her enough because she is pregnant. Arsinoe is disgusted that Madrigal would use low magic to conceive a baby, knowing that it has an awful price. With Jules later, she shows off her war gift that she's been practicing with and finds she can move things with her mind, which is cool. A war gift thought to have been lost to the ages. Arsinoe wonders if maybe all the gifts are getting stronger again and what that might mean. Maybe it means a strong queen is coming. Put Jules on the goddamn throne, I say.
Yeah.
Which I know she's not technically in the running because she's not one of the sisters. But that's what I say at this point.
Yeah.
And Arsinoe can, be with her too.
Yeah. Arsinoe's feast with the suitors, Tommy and Michael, goes well. And they reveal that they are cousins, and they came to her first to see the bear. Braddock is playing and enjoying fish and apples and tussles with Arsinoe, and everything is fine until it isn't. Arsinoe finds that her poisoned knife is missing from her pocket. And then she looks over and sees that one of the suitors is using it to cut and serve food. I'm sorry, do not pick up a knife that you just randomly found on the ground and serve food with it. That is not sterile.
No, it's not. I was gross. I was like, as soon as it started happening, I was like, they deserve everything they get.
Yeah. And that's not a food-serving knife.
No.
It's not a butter knife.
It just tells you how dumb they are.
I mean, their names are Tommy and Michael. They deserve to get it.
They're such throwaways, aren't they?
They are.
They're probably
I love that
shirts.
too. About all of the mainland and non-importance. Tommy, Michael, Billy,
William,
Nick, William, Joseph, who we throw into the sea.
Yes.
You're not important. You have a shit name. You're not important. Go use that knife you found on the ground.
If you're from the mainland, you're just basic.
They are. That is really what makes it the village for me. There's just all these dudes. Just all these normal ass dudes. And they're just in LA. Hey, I just came out of this mythical island. Whoa. Die.
Normal ass basic bitches.
Yeah, just die. Okay, back to cutting the food and serving it with the knife that we found on the ground.
Yeah, it's just disgusting.
Just back it up. Just back it up.
Just don't do that.
Jules won't allow Arsinoe to raise the alarm about it because it would reveal her poisoned secret. Luke calls out for help as both Tommy and Michael fall. They deserve it! Oh, ground knife!
Ground knife? Don't use a ground knife.
Don't use a ground knife! Stop! Why would you even think that was a good idea?
You don't. If you go to a restaurant,
you do not pick up
on the floor.
Your cutlery from the floor,
and you ask for a fresh set.
You don't use your floor cutlery.
You don't use your floor cutlery.
Floor cutlery, ground knife, same thing.
Exactly.
Semantics didn't get us this time. It's the same.
Oh. In Greaves Trick, Katrine is accused of poisoning the suitors, and Genevieve is angry about it. They have to pay off a lot of people to make this mess go away. They shouldn't have to. They used a ground knife. There should be clause about that.
It's their own fault.
Exactly. Natalia wishes she would poison more specifically and be done with it, so Katrine says she wants to go to see Mirabella and kill her in person. Natalia offers to try to manipulate the Midsummer Festival that is in 2 weeks with High Priestess Luca so that they can help. So they can... Natalia offers to try to manipulate the Midsummer Festival that is in 2 weeks with High Priestess Luca so that can happen.
Billy sets up a picnic for Mirabella with food that he has prepared himself And it is not very good.
He's not.
Poor Billy. Come on.
He's from a family where he probably had a chef and stuff.
I love this coming up bit so much. He was meant to fatten up and cook a hen for stew, so everyone would know that it is not poisoned, but he couldn't kill Harriet! Because he named her. Because of course he did.
Yes.
So they just have a sad, watery stew instead. After a brief conversation with Mirabella, just parroting everything the priestesses have told her to say, Billy ends up confessing to Mirabella that Arsinoe did not send the bear for her on the night of the quickening, but it was Jules because of Joseph. He seems to want her to know that Arsinoe doesn't want to kill her and has in fact resigned herself to die. Mirabella could have killed her that day in the woods, but she didn't. It seems that neither of them wants to hurt each other.
Yeah. In Wolf Spring, meanwhile, the two dead suitors are boxed up and sent home, while Arsinoe quietly freaks out and Jules tries to calm her down. Obviously, no one suspects anyone but Katrine for their death. Luca receives a letter from Natalia of elementals and naturalists all having the next two festivals together when they'd normally each do their own thing. Billy, and Harriet the hen of course, will be excited to go home. Luca asks him to walk with her, and being a gentleman, he agrees. She tells him that they'll be going back to Wolf Spring soon for the festival, and he understands it's to bring all the queens together so they can, kill each other sooner rather than later. It's not for a party.
No. In Greavesdrake, Nicholas and Katarine are practicing archery. Katarine better and stronger now than she used to be. Nicholas seems very bloodthirsty and wants to be there to witness when Katarine kills her sisters. Soon she is summoned to Natalia to greet a guest who turns out to be Peter. She takes him to her rooms where she pounces on him with a knife at his throat. She should kill him for throwing her down the Breccia domain, but he explains that he thought that he had to, so she would not have been killed by the priestesses to make Mirabella a white-handed queen. She would still be a white-handed queen, Peter, if you killed her, stupid. He says he still loves her. I still love you even though I pushed you into that big-ass hole.
Nope. Denied.
She kisses him and then leaves him, telling him he can never have her again.
Good.
I mean,
do you know
fair.
what else? Do you know what else, Peter? You know what else? You can get the sea next to Joseph.
Yes.
Put everybody in the sea. Jules and Madrigal are together in the Malone kitchen when Madrigal reveals she's pregnant with Matthew's baby. Jules is furious that Madrigal would do such a thing with her sister's lover, but Cara is banished and Matthew is Madrigal's now. Jules's war gift, spurred by her short temper, rattles a knife nearby.
Is it a ground knife?
Oh. No, this one's hygienic and placed on a table.
Okay.
Madrigal wants to unbind the war gift, but Jules is afraid that she'll go mad. Grandma Kate arrives with word that everyone is coming to Wolf Spring for the festival and sends Jules off to find and tell Arsinoe, who is, of course, miffed. She doesn't want anyone to get hurt because her friends are all she has. Well, them and all magic.
And poisoner abilities.
And ground knives.
Katarine milks Sweetheart, her little coral snake bracelet. Or I guess it should be Sweetheart?
Yeah.
Because it's not the original. Sweetheart.
Sweetheart 2.
Yes. Nicholas is watching while she does it, which is weird to me. But soon it's time to leave for Wolf Spring. Katarine will arrive on horseback so everyone can see that she's not, in fact, a walking corpse. but is a living, healthy queen.
She's a horse riding corpse.
She is. Peter and Nicholas vie for her attention as they pass by a temple. One of the priestesses wishes her well, but Katerine knows all the priestesses want Mirabella to be queen. The priestess says all queens are important, and Katerine says yes, even the ones that the priestesses threw down into the Breccia domain.
Interesting.
Because I've met them, and they are inside me, and I am they.
And they said, get in the sea. In Roland, Mirabella, Elizabeth, Bree, and Billy get ready to depart. Mirabella worried about having to face her sisters. Unfortunately, they find a novice priestess dead amongst their supplies, having put on a poisoned dress, obviously sent by Katrine. It seems she doesn't care who she kills anymore. She's either very clever or very cruel.
Why is it either or? Both.
She's very reckless.
I'm fine with it.
Oh, I'm not arguing. This isn't criticism.
No. Arsinoe and Madrigal are in the clearing with the bent tree, preparing to use low magic to curse Mirabella and Katerine. But as Madrigal begins burning Arsinoe's blood over a huge fire, Arsinoe realizes she loves her sisters and doesn't want to go through with the curse. Didn't we learn anything the first time, Arsinoe?
No.
Stop stopping a curse in the middle of it. Stop stopping spells. Just let it go.
Commit to your magic.
Well, this time, when she stops the curse in the middle of it, flames rush up and engulf Madrigal. She starts freaking out, screaming about her baby, even though the flames were scary and she's a little burned. I mean, she's missing an eyebrow at this point. Absolutely nothing would have harmed the baby. Stupid. Just draw your eyebrows back on. It's not hard. Arsinoe tries to get Madrigal to share what just happened, but she can't or won't.
High Priestess Luca and her Priestess Raw get settled in Wolf Spring, but Luca wonders if they are doing the right thing, gathering all the queens for the festival. Raw thinks they are, and thinks it's helpful to Mirabella, who seems to be on the lookout for Joseph.
Ugh.
Billy finds her after taking Harriet to stay with the Sandrins, and is mad at her for not being terrible. He wishes he could just hate her, but he can't. Though he's obviously not in love with her like Joseph is, he just genuinely likes her as a person, because boys and girls can be friends.
They can.
Mirabella asks if Billy told Arsinoe that he told her about the bear attack not happening on purpose, but he did not. He worries about what's going to happen at the festival and if everyone is going to survive. Katrine, meanwhile, is sharpening knives and planning to take down a bear. No, not the bear. No, take down Joseph.
The queens and their families come together to begin the festival, sending wreaths and lanterns out on the water. Mirabella believes everything is going to be fine. Arsinoe wonders where Jules is. She is with Joseph, but she's overwhelmed with worry and feels like she's losing Joseph even though he's right there with her taking off her shirt. And Katerine seems jealous of everyone. She insists that Arsinoe, being from Wolf Spring, lead the queens in a hunt. It's clearly a challenge that cannot be denied. Arsinoe worries about controlling Braddock during the hunt, and again wonders where Jules is. She needs her help.
Arsinoe takes off on her own to the orchard with Braddock at her side. Billy and Luke try to help, but she tells them she has to do this on her own and they should find Jules. Mirabella has Bree and Elizabeth with her and worries about Arsinoe, who doesn't have a guard or anyone to help her, but everyone else thinks that's great. Katrine has war-gifted Margaret Blenheim from the Black Council at her side, and Peter and Nicholas, plus, some others. She also has knives and arrows tipped on poison. She is ready. Jules wakes up after sleeping with Joseph for the first time, but they have slept for too long.
Arsinoe tries to get Braddock to run away so he doesn't get hurt, but since he's not really her familiar, she can't actually control him. They run. Mirabella, meanwhile, is hoisted up into a tree, and Bree and Elizabeth will act as decoys, trying to guide the others beneath Mirabella so she can burn them or strike them with lightning. Katerine is on horseback and plans to chase her sisters down. She wants to knock the bear out and keep him alive, but not her sisters.
Morals. Her numbered list has morals.
Yeah, the bear is not on the list.
No.
The bear is not there.
No. Always choose the bear.
Always choose the bear.
Jules rushes around looking for Arsinoe, thinking the feast will have started because she doesn't know about the hunt. Luckily, Luke finds her and fills her in. She and Camden and Joseph, after a little cajoling, race to find Arsinoe and Braddock. They can't interfere with the queens killing each other, but they can't not help Arsinoe.
I really appreciate Luke here, because in my mind, it's not ever stated. He's not gay that we know of, but he is. He has to be. He's the gay best friend, and he runs out and he's like, "Oh my God, so much is happening. Where have you been?
There's drama."
Katerine catches up to Braddock and Arsinoe. Her party attacks Braddock while she aims her crossbow at Arsinoe. Mirabella yells for Arsinoe to run, but it's too late. Arsinoe is hit in the back with a poisoned bolt. Katerine doesn't realize Mirabella was there because Bree caught up to her and covered her screams. Jules finally arrives and uses her war gift to push Katerine away from Arsinoe, and she just tumbles off into the background. And Mirabella and Bree don't know what the fuck they just saw. Not the war gift, surely. It's definitely what it was. Definitely. Jules summons Katerine's horse and rides off with Arsinoe. Katerine joins Peter on his horse when he arrives, and they follow, Katerine needing her sister's body. Mirabella should be happy that she's safe and that she only has one sister left to fight, but she's not at all.
Yeah, she's got anger issues. Joseph isn't fast enough to keep up with Jules, so he goes to find everyone else. Mirabella comes out of the woods and apologises, telling Billy that Arsinoe was shot in the back and that Jules tried to help and fled with her body. Katerine arrives shortly thereafter and confirms that she shot Arsinoe. She also reveals that Jules pushed her away with the war gift before fleeing. She announces that Jules is Legion cursed.
Damn it!
You're just jealous that she's got two good, awesome powers and she's like kick-ass strong. It's just jealousy.
I'm sorry, Katerine has like 8 gifts right now.
Well, yeah, it's because she's 8 people in a trench coat.
Jules, Camden, and Arsinoe, on Katerine's horse, ride far away. Jules doesn't think Arsinoe is dead and wants to help her by removing the crossbow bolt. When she starts to, Jules is shocked when Arsinoe tells her not to touch it, fearing whatever poison Katerine has used will hurt Jules. Obviously it will, because we know that poison is not one of Jules's Legion gifts.
Yeah.
Jules knows that no one will help Arsinoe since they can't interfere with her death, but there might be one place they can go.
Oh. Mirabella, Bree, and Elizabeth wait anxiously to hear what the Black Council has decided Jules' punishment will be for throwing Katerine, stealing Arsinoe's body, and being Legion cursed. Just a small list of infractions.
What order are they in, though?
Yes, what is the order? Yes, that's important. We need our lists. Luca arrives with a small amount of good news. Jules will not be punished by the council for taking Arsinoe's body away, nor will they punish her for her gifts, but she will have to be questioned. No. I think I'd rather be punishment than questioning.
Yeah.
It's possible that Wolfspring will not punish her at all, since she is so powerful, or they might just kill her because of the curse.
Arsinoe and Jules have made it some distance away, and they stop to allow their stolen horse a moment to rest. Jules apologizes for being with Joseph and not with her. I mean, just throw him into the sea, get it over with. And Arsinoe finally comes clean about the low magic she and Madrigal did that probably led to Joseph sleeping with Mirabella. She blacks out conveniently right after that, though, so Jules gets them back on their way, hopefully to safety. Like, she's got one eye open. Does she believe it? Does she buy it?
Katrine's entourage takes over in Wolf Spring, and they celebrate, telling the story of Katrine killing Arsinoe over and over. They bring the bear in, unconscious but not dead, and wonder what will happen to it now that Arsinoe is dead. Eventually, Katrine rises and gives a toast to Arsinoe, calling her innocent and weak, just like she used to be, and turning everyone's ire against Mirabella, the chosen queen.
Jules and Arsinoe make it to their destination, the Black Cottage, where Jules' Aunt Cara was banished. Oh. Cara and Willa, the midwife who helped with the birth of the current queens, and like 7 sets before them, she's 1,000 years old, at first tells Cara that Jules and Arsinoe can't be there, but then she takes them in and offers to help. She's 1,000 years old. She can do whatever she wants. She's not really 1,000, everyone. That's an exaggeration. When Jules mentions the poisoned bolt, Cara is shocked that Arsinoe is still alive, but Willa is not.
She is wise with her age.
Yes. She's known all along about Arsinoe actually being a poisoner, if you will recall that story that we started this whole journey out with. Willa is also a poisoner, so she is able to remove the bolt and stitch Arsinoe up. It will be a long time before she is well, but Willa says she was always the toughest of the 3.
On the way to Ronth, Mirabella and Billy mourn Arsinoe, but decide to ally with each other for her sake. Billy will become king consort when Mirabella takes the throne, uniting Ronth and Wolfspring against the poisoners. When they arrive, Mirabella makes their announcement and challenges Katrine to a duel in Indrid Down. Mirabella will kill Katrine before the next festival. Murder for everybody.
It's fine. Things in Wolfspring aren't going so well for those closest to Jules and Arsinoe. Joseph is at Luke's shop cleaning splattered eggs off his window. Luke is very sad about the loss of his friend and queen, and Madge, another shop owner, comes by with a meal for him and compassion for Jules and her curse. When she leaves, Madrigal arrives. She and Joseph wonder about where Jules is and when she'll be back, and then they realize that she will be with Cara at the Black Cottage. Joseph wants to rush there immediately, but they have to be smart about it. Joseph, stupid idiot.
Get and see! Oh. Back home at Indrid Down, Katrine has a proper party. The bear has woken up and is a spectacle. Everyone celebrates, but as Katrine and Nicholas dance, he notices she keeps glancing at Peter. He demands she send him away, but she refuses. He leaves to get her a gift, and Peter dashes in immediately. He really is the only one for her, even if she hates him for throwing her into the domain. Nicholas returns with a unique poison they don't have locally, and that Katrine has only been exposed to once or twice in her life. She downs the drink, and Natalia sends her away under the guise that she will soon be too drunk. In Natalia's rooms, Katrine convulses with the poison, but won't allow Peter or Natalia to help her. She says to them, "You can't kill what's already dead." Oh!
So good. Arsinoe wakes up at the Black Cottage, sore, but ultimately fine. Jules tells her about using the war gift to throw Katerine, and Arsinoe almost asks about it taking a toll on Jules' mental health, but decides against it. Instead, she asks Jules if she really did tell her in her stupor that she used low magic on her and Joseph that backfired, and yes, she did. But Jules forgives her, and Joseph too. Ugh. Soon, Joseph and Madrigal arrive, happy to know that Arsinoe is alive. I feel like we should mention at this point, because I don't think we've said it out loud before, but the poisoners have a second side to their gifts. They are also healers. So we should just throw that in.
Sense.
We should just throw that in.
If you know what kills you, you know what heals you.
Right. And we kind of mentioned it back in the 500 years before story. But I don't know if everyone remembers that, because honestly, I forgot about it until I just said that out loud.
I think I must have subconsciously remembered it, because that's what my D&D character does. Okay. In Grievesdrake, Natalia and Genevieve are starting to get annoyed with each other. Soon they hear Katrine outside screaming. Same, Katrine, same. Just before she started screaming, Katrine was prancing around on her new horse and taming it quickly. She has also made the bear like her too, or at least she has mollified him somewhat with lots of fish. Then she receives a letter from a messenger and starts screaming. Mirabella has challenged her to a duel in Indrid Down, the capital city.
That's not the worst part, though it is bad.
Okay.
The letter she received wasn't actually a letter, but a flyer that has been posted everywhere. Which is hilarious. Natalia and Genevieve rush down to her, and she goes into hysterics, screaming that that's not how they planned it. But then she is meek and apologizes to Natalia for her outburst and decides to host a ball. How many people were having a conversation just then inside her head? She and Peter go inside, where she overeats poisoned berries, smiling creepily at Peter, and says she's not worried about the duel. Although she should be, because Mirabella will have the advantage. She's not worried because they are on her side. They!
Creepy, and I love it.
Yeah. Don't worry,
Mirabella,
it gets
Bree,
better.
and Elizabeth are pleased. Mirabella, Bree, and Elizabeth are pleased to learn that Bree's flyer is posted all across Fenburn. Mirabella tries to stay angry at Katrine so she'll be able to defeat her in the duel. She visits with Luca, who doesn't seem to be doing so well, spilling her tea all over. She doesn't think that the goddess is really behind Mirabella anymore as the chosen queen, but Mirabella believes she'll have the advantage as an elemental facing off against a poisoner in an arena duel. Lightning that bitch!
I mean, just do it. It'll only take one go, really.
Just do it to be a legend.
At the Black Cottage, Arsinoe helps Willa prepare dinner and learns that her mother, poisoner Queen Camille, was responsible for naming her a naturalist instead of a poisoner, even though she had named Mirabella the chosen queen. What's the harm in sabotaging the other babies when one is so obviously meant to be crowned? Shrug.
That's not on. That's not on.
Meanwhile, in the stables, Madrigal tells Kara about being pregnant with Matthew's baby, and yes, Kara is upset, obviously, but she's been banished and there's nothing to be done about it. Shrug.
As they chat, a neighbour comes by with supplies and delivers a letter announcing the duel. They all wonder about the other two queens killing each other and Arsinoe becoming queen crowned. But Willa says she's earned her life as a secret fugitive and that Mirabella will be queen. Arsinoe agrees and plans to attend the duel and help her win.
I feel like I'd rather be a secret fugitive at this point.
Definitely secret fugitive.
Mirabella prepares to head to Indrid Down and feels almost like she's leaving everything behind. Billy comes to see her, bringing with him a beautiful necklace that she is almost positive was meant for Arsinoe, but accepts it anyway and allows him to put it on her. It is nearly time for them to stop their mourning for Arsinoe, though, because even though they both still miss her, because fallen queens are not meant to be remembered. Mirabella asks Billy to send word ahead to Indrid Down that he has chosen Mirabella as his queen and will not be courting Katarine. Mirabella wants to give one last blow to the old ego there before they arrive for the ball.
One more twist of the ground knife.
Oh.
Natalia and Genevieve walk through the streets of Injured Down and oversee the preparations for the ball and the duel. Genevieve seems worried about the duel and about Katrine and how strange she has become, but Natalia feels as if Katrine has just woken up. And so has Katrine, and so has Katrine, and so has Katrine. She is pleased that they will be having a ball before the duel and has plans to sabotage Mirabella. Genevieve is shocked that Natalia would try to poison Mirabella. Are you really? Are you really?
Really?
Come on. Come on. But that is not her plan. She still has the Chatsworths on her side. Remember those? And knows that Billy will do what he is told. Mirabella will be made too weak to win.
And then we all think about that necklace. Don't worry, that's a red herring. Mirabella and her entourage arrive at their hotel in Indrid Down. She only has a little time left before she will face off against Katerine. Billy brings her some bread and apples and cheese, and they discuss seeing Braddock down below in a cage and what will become of him without his bond with Arsinoe, and what she would want for him. Outside on the street, Mirabella hears jeering from a crowd of poisoners and calls a storm down above them. Fuck off.
Etty, and I love it.
It's so good.
Peter glares down at Nicholas as he practices archery, and Katrine glares at Peter while he does it, worried that he'll do something to Nicholas or that Nicholas will do something to him. She tells Peter to leave because Nicholas is more suited for her now, but he speaks to her as if she is a child, telling her he won't leave her when she is about to take part in a duel. She comes to him with a poisoned blade, slashing him, and when he tries to stop her, she slashes at her own face as if trying to carve off a mask.
It's so good!
So good. She tells him in a gravelly voice that she is not Katrine and hasn't been since he threw her into the domain. He flees in fear and plans to go back to the Brexit domain in hopes that he can right what is wrong with Katrine.
Oh, such a good scene!
So cool.
Oh. But honestly, whoever just did that on the inside, you still gotta wear that body. Don't fuck up her face that much. No, put it back on. Put it back.
Sticky tip, sticky tip. Ah.
It's a whole Death Becomes Her again.
Thank you. Thank you. I was literally thinking that. I was like, do they have a spray paint in this universe? They do outside the village on the mainland.
Damn it. Arsinoe, Jules, Joseph, Kara, and Madrigal all ride toward Indrid Down. Jules studying a map of the city the entire time. Arsinoe wonders if it is the war gift that gives Jules such a mind for strategy and planning, but no one knows. Arsinoe worries about her friend, especially since Jules will be using the war gift to throw Katerine's poisoned weapons off course during the duel. Natalia, meanwhile, has snuck off to meet up with William Chatworth, giving him a bottle of poison for Billy to use to weaken Mirabella. See? It wasn't the necklace, everyone, like you all thought. Look, I like Billy, okay? I'm on Billy's side.
Billy's the only boy.
He's the only
in this
one.
entire story who I actually can tolerate, apart from Luke.
Yeah, don't forget about everyone's gay best friend.
Yeah, they're two, literally. Everybody else can just get in the sea.
Yeah.
At the boy with Jules and Arsinoe sneaking around.
You said at the boy.
The boy, did I? It's because we're talking about the boys. At the ball, where there will be boys, with Jules and Arsinoe sneaking around in the background, Mirabella and Billy dance and chat with Joseph, who definitely shouldn't be there, while Katrine watches seething. She then sneaks up to Mirabella and pulls her into a dance as everyone stares awkwardly.
Perfect.
Katrine finds Mirabella to be weak and tells her what they do to the dead queens. They throw them into the Brexit domain to feed the island. And the creepiest part, she says they are tired of it. Yay! It's creepy.
And then she tapes her face back on.
Just flaps off. I'm sorry.
Oh, sorry. Tucks it behind her ear. After many days of travel, Peter arrives at the Breccia domain. His horse is frightened, and so is he. And here in this moment, I think of the beginning of the movie Clue, where the car stops.
Oh my God, yes.
Why is the car stopped? It's frightened. Lightning crashes. Okay, sorry, that was ridiculous. There are no sounds in the dark woods surrounding them. Peter uncoils a length of knotted rope and ties one end to a tree, dropping the other into the void. Pockets full of matches and a lantern at his waist, he climbs down until the rope ends. He can see nothing around him, but hears bones rattling as fetid air wafts around him like foul breaths. Nope. Nah, dog.
Nah.
No, thank you.
No, thank you.
Don't worry. It gets better. Peter drops his lamp and sees an upturned face as he scrambles back up the rope. He nopes up the rope.
Good. Sensible.
Yeah. Katarine is a queen, and somehow she made it out. But Peter, he's not a queen.
No,
he is
not.
He's not.
He is not. Arsinoe, Jules, Camden, Magical, and Cara sneak into the arena where the duel will be held. So late, it might as well be dawn. A plan is for Jules to use her war gift to throw Katrine's poisoned weapons off course. Magical laments binding Jules' gift, but what if that binding is the only thing keeping her sane?
After the creepy dance with Katarine is broken up by Natalia and Luca, Mirabella goes to her room with Bree and Elizabeth, but something isn't right. She's cold and her skin prickles in pain. She's too weak to hold a teacup. She must have somehow been poisoned. They call for help, and Luca, Sarah Westwood, and Ro arrive and are soon followed by healers. They know she was poisoned, but not how or by what. They only know she is too weak to win in the arena. They don't really bother trying to help her at all, though.
No, they just look at her and go, yeah, shrug.
She's weak. Yeah. I guess she's gonna die.
They don't even say, have some bread to soak it up. Or why don't you try being sick?
No.
Have some charcoal. No, they don't care. They just look at her. Shrug. Poison. Ugh. The arena begins to fill mostly with poisoners and elementals, hardly any naturalists, and a handful with the war gift from Bastion City that Cara points out to Jules before she and Magical leave for the Volroy to release Braddock. Joseph arrives and he, Arsinoe, and Jules discuss what their future will look like when Mirabella is queen and they escape. Arsinoe thinks a life of hiding isn't much of a life, but Jules would disagree, though she has to agree to stay with Arsinoe until the very end. Oh, she goes Legion Curse mad.
I really appreciated this moment because it's said more in jest. It's so, heartwarming. I've agreed. I will stay with you until the very end. Or until I go crazy!
I love you. You're my best friend. Or I might go mad.
Katarine is strapped head to toe with weapons and eats her fill of poisoned food before the duel begins. Natalia warns her of sickening, but doesn't seem worried about the outcome of the duel, at all. Mirabella, meanwhile, has recovered more quickly than anyone suspected, but she's still too weak to command the elements. Rose suggests she stay out of Katarine's way and wait to make one perfect strike.
Katarine realises almost immediately that Mirabella has been poisoned. It makes her angry that Natalia sees her still as failure, despite all she's done lately. But it doesn't stop her from loosing her arrows and throwing her knives at her sister. What does give her pause is that none of her attacks fly true.
Mirabella can't fight back and is barely dodging Katerine's attacks. When an arrow pins her skirt to the ground, she yells up to Luca, Bree, and the others to turn away and not watch as Katerine comes at her with a sword raised.
Suddenly, Katerine is thrown off her feet as a shout comes from the crowd, and Arsinoe, Jules, and Joseph run into the arena. Katerine yells that Arsinoe is dead, that she saw her blood, but she says her bolt never pierced her leather armour, and Katerine only saw what they wanted her to see. All of this is bluff, of course, but Arsinoe cannot reveal that she is a poisoner. She and Mirabella declare that they will not kill anyone and that the fight is over. They are carried away by guards.
Arsinoe and Mirabella are locked together in a cell, and Jules, Camden, and Joseph are taken elsewhere. As the sisters discuss what will come next, Billy arrives. He professes his love for Arsinoe, and Arsinoe all but professes hers back, while Mirabella watches happily in the background. I think she's just sitting like this,
I really
kicking
like
her
that.
little feet. I know.
Even though Mirabella and Billy are promised together, Mirabella's like, you know what? No, this is the love story of the ages, people.
Yeah.
I'm just glad I'm witness to it.
Yeah, but she's just watching, like, and she's kicking her feet.
She's like, I can't wait to tell people about this.
Billy, even though they're all very cute, whatever, it's fine. Billy says he'll get them out by the end of the day. Arsinoe tells him about Kara, Madrigal, and Braddock and sends him after Kate and Alice to get their help.
The Black Council convenes to determine what is to be done with the queens. Ultimately, without the council in the room, Natalia and Luca agree to publicly execute Mirabella and privately execute Arsinoe, since she caused too much trouble already. They agree that none of their plans have gone the way they wanted to, but Luca is offered 3 seats on Katrine's new Black Council. She falls in line with Natalia, just as Natalia knew she would. Luca will crown Katrine herself. What is the point? What is the point of going through the Ascension year when the Black Council ultimately are trying to pull all the strings? It's just a public spectacle.
It is. It's the Hunger Games.
It's a cruel form of torture.
Yeah. I hate it. Especially because the whole time Luca is... I mean, at the beginning, Luca was, scared of Mirabella because of the weird water spirit she used and almost drowned her to death. But, she's like, yeah, she's the one. And has spent 10 years training her. And now she's just like, oh, you're giving me 3 seats on the council? Okay, you're right. Killer. Hate it.
Yes.
Hate it.
She can get in the sea as well.
Billy manages to find Braddock, Madrigal, and Kara in the woods, and they try to figure out what they should do next. Madrigal sends word to Kate and Ellis with her crow familiar, but there's no way anyone from Wolf Spring will make it to the capital in time to help. Billy is convinced his father has sway with the Arryns and the Westwoods and decides to go to him for help. Kara says they should seek help from the War-Gifted who were there to watch the duel. After all, Jules is one of theirs now, too. Speaking of Jules, she and Camden are locked in one cell and Joseph is in another. They don't know if they'll ever get out, but if they do, and if Arsinoe does not, Jules asks Joseph to run away with him to the mainland. She agrees.
You do so much better, Jill. Billy expected his father to help.
Stupid.
A sweet, sweet, stupid summer child. But William has done everything to have his son crowned king. He was the one who poisoned Mirabella before the duel. They received word that the crowning will happen, and that Arsinoe is either already dead or will be soon, and that Mirabella will be executed publicly after the crowning. Billy refuses to go along with his father's plans for him to marry Katrine and leaves.
Katarine's crowning is a simple, private affair. Natalia mentions it being too bad that Peter's not there to see it, but Katarine isn't bothered. She will be crowned, and she will kill her sisters, and then she will be wed. Luca says a prayer and then tattoos a crown right beneath Katarine's hairline. Natalia insisted on a tattooed crown, which hasn't been done in ages, but it seems fitting. After the crowning, Katarine chooses her suitor and does not select Billy Chatworth as she is instructed, and instead chooses Nicholas Martel.
Freshly crowned, Katrine goes down to the cell holding Arsinoe and Mirabella. They have discussed possibilities of what will happen to them. Arsinoe, who has always known she would die, is more prepared than Mirabella, who was raised as the chosen queen. When Katrine arrives, she tells them that she is handing down their sentence, not delivering news. Arsinoe is to be poisoned right then, and her corpse will be left with Mirabella so she can mourn. Mirabella will be publicly executed the next morning, with Arsinoe's body on display. Arsinoe kicks and flails as the poison is administered. She convulses and falls to the floor while Mirabella crashes lightning down above them, causing the cells to rumble. Katrine flees as Mirabella holds Arsinoe's limp body. After you sure everyone has left, Arsinoe opens her eyes.
She's doing that thing again, like, are they gone? I can't open up my eyes.
She's taken some acting classes since the last time, and now
it's so good.
Oscar worthy.
So good. Katarine and Nicholas are wed, but the ceremony is more Nicholas pledging himself to the goddess than to Katarine. They don't even touch. After, he tries to kiss her and demands they consummate their wedding immediately, but she breaks free of his grasp and refuses. They'll be together soon at her rooms in Greavesdrake while the Volroy is prepared.
Natalia is in her room writing to her brother Christoph about Peter's whereabouts and what has transpired with the crowning. William Chatsworth storms in, drunk, demanding she undo Katrine's marriage to Nicholas and make her marry his son instead. He strangles her to death and beats and kicks her lifeless body until Roe comes in. He demands she find someone else for him to deal with, but instead she immediately stabs him, killing him almost instantly, and we all cheer. Her old war gift relishing his death. She calls for some initiates to roll his body up and throw him in the river and to tell Genevieve what has happened to her sister, and again we all cheer.
Just roll him up in the rug and toss him into the river.
And it's a really dirty rug with a ground knife in it.
Yeah. Soon enough, guards come to take Arsinoe away from Mirabella. Luckily, they still treat them as queens and are respectful. If they were gruff or angry, Arsinoe would not have been able to break free and knock out the two lifting her from the ground with punches to the face. And Mirabella would not have been able to knock hers out either. They tie up the guards and steal their keys so they can free Jules, Camden, and Joseph.
Katarine is nervous as she and Nicholas arrive at Greavesdrake, and he basically drags her to the room. Natalia and Genevieve are not there. There are no tittering maids or servants. As Nicholas roughly kisses her, she thinks of Peter, but he's not there either.
Ooh.
It's horrible. It's gross.
Horrible.
He's a bad kisser and gropey, and he's so horrible.
No, I don't like it.
No, he's a do-bro who listens to certain types of podcasts.
Ugh. Arsinoe, Mirabella, Jules, Joseph, and Camden make their way out of the cells and into the Volroy, killing or incapacitating guards along the way. Joseph gets cut but says he's fine, and they make their way out of the cells, expecting to find even more guards. But everyone is already knocked out, and there is a group wearing cloaks standing amongst the fallen. These are the warriors from Bastion City, led by Billy. And they're there for Jules.
Oh. Katarine wakes with Nicholas by her side. He was not like Peter in bed, but he is Peter. She touches him to rouse him and finds blood on her fingers. Nicholas is dead, bloody and purple, poisoned from their intimacy. She panics but knows Natalia will be able to help. Soon enough, she hears hoofbeats on the cobbles outside. But it's Peter, not Natalia. She hastily tells him everything that has happened, but he only cares that he is back with her and she is safe. He tells her he went to the Brecker domain and knows that what happened there. She then realises that she will not be able to bear the triplets because no one without the poisoning gift, and certainly no one from the mainland, will be able to impregnate her. She cannot be queen. Wah, wah. Sucks to suck poison.
Oh, it's so good though. She said it herself.
She did.
You
she
know what?
called it into fruition.
I might, in fact, be poisoned now. And she is.
Yeah.
And it's fine. The warriors, led by one called Emilia Vatros, guide everyone out of the Volroy, through Indrid Down and into the woods, pushing Jules in her war gift to help them. Once they're safe, they scold Madrigal for not letting Jules choose between being a naturalist or a warrior. They offer to protect Jules and anyone else if she chooses to go with them. This is the natural choice to make. But she doesn't. Mirabella and Arsinoe choose to go to the mainland and will take Billy and Joseph with them to get Joseph help from a mainland doctor.
Genevieve arrives at Grievestrake and is shocked to find Peter there with Katrine, but tells them that Natalia is dead. When she realises Katrine's poisonous body killed Nicholas, she breaks down because they failed. They'll have to get Mirabella from the cells and name her queen instead, since Katrine is unable to bear the triplets. Peter takes charge and tells them none of that will happen. They will conceal Nicholas's death, and Katrine will still execute Mirabella and can be queen. But she will be the last one. Then they hear someone outside shouting that the queens have escaped. But Katrine poisoned Arsinoe herself. So what gives?
What?
This is confusing.
Arsinoe, Mirabella, Jules, Camden, Joseph, and Billy steal a ship that is hopefully large enough to withstand the mists that conceal Fenburn so they can escape. With Mirabella guiding them, they should be able to make it. Jules was offered a place with the warriors, but she is Arsinoe's guardian and won't leave her behind. The offer still stands from the warriors if or when Jules no longer has to be with Arsinoe, even though they were like, yeah, just come on, we'll keep everybody safe.
Underline the word everybody. It means everybody.
Madrigal wants Jules to stay as well and to be with her when her baby is born, but Madrigal has Kara, the queen's midwife, for a sister, so Jules is confident she can leave them behind. Mirabella regrets not being able to say goodbye to Bree and Elizabeth, and Arsinoe misses Braddock, but for their safety, they have to leave. Joseph is still bleeding, but, seems in high spirits, so they head out to sea.
Do you know what you can do when you go out to sea with Joseph?
Just get in. Just get in it.
Just put him in the sea. Yeah.
Just get in and be done.
Done. Dusted. End of series. At the Volroy, everyone waits for word about the traitor queens, and a messenger arrives alerting them that they stole a ship and got away before they could be caught. Peter is upset that no one has gone after them, but Mirabella's wind and water powers, no one could hope to catch up with them. Katrine looks out to sea, sees a storm churning, and knows that she will never see her sisters again. The dead queens deep in her bones are muttering, but she has done what they wanted, and she is queen.
The sailing is rough, and the goddesses Mist and Storm fight hard to keep Mirabella and Arsinoe, and by extension, Jules, Camden, Joseph, and Billy. But Mirabella fights the storm with her own storm. Lightning strikes lightning. It's probably very cool to watch. Mirabella stays at the front of the ship, while Billy and Arsinoe steer. Jules holds Joseph, and Camden stays below deck, because Camden is the only smart one. Jules and Joseph talk about their future and that they'll be able to do anything and everything they've ever wanted. But Joseph's future is cut short. His wound was much worse than he let on, and he dies shortly before they break through the mist. And no one is sad. Well, I guess Jules is. For some reason, she decides she belongs on Fenburn now that she has no future with Joseph, so she and Camden take a little whaling boat from the side of the ship and row back into the mist. End.
Have you ever wondered what Tina Fey has in common with Jonathan Swift?
Or how Star Wars is connected to feudal Japan?
Or just how pervasive Shakespeare's influence still is? I'm Rhonda.
And I'm Erin.
And our show Pop DNA explores the literary and historical roots of your favorite pop culture works.
Like the Greek mythology and early 20th century feminism echoed in the film Wonder Woman.
Or the classic dystopian fiction and real-life political revolutions that informed the Hunger Games.
Every month, we bring you a deep dive discussion of a selected pop culture work,
featuring jokes no one will think are funny and literary references no one asked for.
Find us at thepopdna.blog.
Or anywhere you get your podcasts.
By the way, Shakespeare is bigger than Disney.
Joseph's dead.
Yay! And it was in the sea, and it was on the sea, not in the sea, but still poetry.
Yeah.
That's art right there.
Yeah, it is.
Jules.
It just bums me out, man.
Yes.
If she had stayed and everyone stayed with her, they probably would have been able to help Joseph.
Yeah. Well, I'm not upset by that though.
No, I'm not either, but
no. I don't get Jules though. Like, I get she loves Joseph, whatever. I mean, he's dead, whatever, womp womp. But she also keeps saying how she swears her loyalty to Arsinoe. And
then she's like,
nah, bye.
I'm going back.
So it's like, what the heck, Jules? What the heck? And I really like Jules. Like, I really like Jules. But this last second decision, if she was to say, you know what, actually, I'm going to go back and I'm going to go and learn about my war gift with the warriors, I could understand the decision more.
Yeah. But at the same time, if you were going to make that decision, if you were not actually going to stay with Arsinoe like you literally just promised her, why put everyone through that?
Yeah. Unless she secretly wanted Joseph to die.
I mean, we can hope. Maybe she stabbed him secretly using the war gift. It was her. She did it.
Maybe she still keeps stabbing. She's got a tiny little ground knife and she just stuck it in him, and every now and again she's like...
Yeah. I would agree with that. I think that's a good idea.
Yeah.
So that I didn't love that.
No.
But you know what I did love? Literally everything, Katarine.
Yes.
Everything.
She's got actual personality now.
Several
personalities.
of them. Several of them.
Yes.
Yeah. I love it though. And I like that there were a couple little tiny points where you could see like the real Katarine fighting with all of the queens on the inside.
Yeah.
And then no, she's back to being a lunatic.
You can understand though why all of the dead queens are going to be pissed off.
Oh, for sure. For sure. And it was probably not hard at all for them to take over.
No. Like, poke her
because Katarine's so meek. She's like, ah.
She's still alive. Oh. Yes.
Yeah.
And then it's like in Ghostbusters, you know, when they all come out at the end of the containment, except it's in the reverse.
Yes.
Going in.
Yeah, they all just whoosh in.
Yes.
I think my favorite point with her was when she sleeps with Nicholas. And, like, obviously she didn't really want to do that anyway, and I'm pretty sure he forced her to do that.
Yeah.
And then, you know, she's made of poison, so he dies. I really appreciated that part. But it makes me think back to when the before times when we first covered this. And I spent a good deal of time naming what happened. Venomous vagina was the one that I liked the most. There were a lot, though.
You can think of another one, but it's a C, and we try not to use that too often.
Is it caustic? Because that's what I came up with for that one. A caustic cunt.
Okay, we're saying it now.
Well, I mean, we have before.
Yeah, I try to limit it, though, because that's the word that does usually involve having to change this into a not safe. Yes, I like that one. And you see, I can't decide with Katrine if I like the bit, like, I liked her waking up next to Nicholas's bloody purple and dead body. Caused by her caustic cunt. Or where she starts cutting her face off and has like flappy skin, death becomes me style.
They're both good.
Yes. And I'm very pleased that our minds went into the same place with that.
Of course they did. Do you know what I also loved? All of Arsenoy's fake deaths.
Oh, honestly, it's like, oh no, is Arsenoid? She's the type of person who you'd have to leave out and poke with a stick just to check.
And she's still alive.
What's the pressure point? You know, where's that tickle point in our ribs?
Yeah.
And you've got to get your finger in and poke her just the right point just to check.
What's going to make her break?
Yeah.
But I really liked it. I also like that she's like, I was meant for the stage.
Arsenoid is the most realistic one out of all of them.
Yeah. Yes, she is.
She does need to stop curses from being like half cursed.
She really does need to stop that.
Be a bit more decisive.
Yeah. Yeah. I also really love Jules immediately tapping into the war gift. She's like, oh, I'm war gifted, huh? Let me just throw people around in the background.
Yes, I appreciate that as well. Because then it's less about the having to get a handle of it than it shows you how much of a natural talent it is. And I like that rather than having to learn it. I like the natural talent aspect to it. I really am sick of the male characters. Apart from Billy.
And everyone's gay best friend Luke.
And everyone's gay best friend Luke. Every single one of them is infuriating. So when like Nick did die, I was like, yes. When Joseph did die, yes. When Peter didn't fall into the domain, I was like, no. But then I did appreciate him turning around and saying to Catherine, you will be queen. You will stay queen. You're just going to be the last queen. I kind of like that, but I'm also thinking, how is this going to work?
I mean,
and how old is he? He's like, what, 17, 18?
Yeah, but the poisoners have been in control for so long. I feel like, you know, now Genevieve is, in quotes, I guess, in charge of the Black Council. But, like, we already know that they've been running everything anyway, and the Queen is just a figurehead. I don't know. I feel like if anyone could do it, it'd be them.
Yeah, and I'm fine with that, you know. Democracy is a good thing. But wouldn't be a democracy, though. We need revolution. Viva la revolution.
Yes, we do.
Get some singing in the street. Some
Yes.
coordinated dancing.
That's where everyone's gay best friend, Luke, comes in. He's also a
Exactly.
choreographer. He's made
Yes.
costumes for everyone.
Yes. Yes. It's
He's
perfect.
just
I love it.
He's just the star of the show. He's probably my favorite, like, non-main character.
Mine is all of the Dead Queens.
Yes. Yes. Also, fine. Also, I love all of them.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
But I feel like they kind of count as being a main character because they're all Katarine.
They're not named though. They are unnamed Dead Queens, and I like
Yeah.
them. You know when you see the film roll, the credits on a film, and it's like unnamed character 1. This is it. It's just a big
Yes.
list of unnamed
Yes.
queen
Yes.
and all these people, and I'm like, yes,
Yeah.
them.
Yeah.
I appreciate them.
I have a question about Katarine. And I just wonder, and I've talked to Kendare about this before, but I can't really remember everything that happened in that conversation because we talk to Kendare Blake, every other week. I wonder if she is as gifted a naturalist is as Arsinoe is with poisons. Like, for the longest time, I thought that Sweetheart was her familiar, but Kendare was like, no, that is not correct. But then I started thinking, the snake never hurts her. And she tamed her new horse immediately. And Braddock was calm around her. Now, granted, Braddock was fed 1 million fish, but still, like, does she have that innate naturalist? And she doesn't know that she is a naturalist, but we do.
I think that makes perfect sense because if their mother, for lols, after saying Mirabella is the chosen queen, or Arsinoe is a naturalist, but she's not, she's a poisoner, it would make sense to put the naturalist with the poisoners because of for the lols.
Yeah.
And that would make sense.
Well, and
Even if you don't have a natural gift towards being a poisoner, slowly taking poison a little bit at a time, depending on what the poison is going to get you a certain degree of immunity. But then obviously she's gone into the domain and come out changed.
Yeah.
So she's consuming all this poison anyways, but she correctly says, you're already dead. You can't.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it makes sense that after that she's come out from the domain and she's starting to take all the poison in her, well, she's already fundamentally changed.
Yeah.
So I think you're right.
And I think, who's to say if, like, all of the gifts that all of those dead queens have, I mean, some of them are poisoners, a few of them are. Several of the past queens are poisoners, but then there's all the rest of them that, they didn't survive their fights and they just pitch them down there. But, like, what are all of their abilities? And is Katarine taking them on as well? Is Katarine truly the Legion cursed one?
I would say between Katarine and Jules, it would make more sense to call Katarine the Legion cursed one.
Yeah, and also she's literally going crazy.
Yeah. Oh, she's batshit. She has lost. Her Happy Meal has no toy surprise, and it is only filled with apple slices.
Yeah.
Apple slices.
I mean, I like an apple slice. And she might too, because she's really a naturalist.
Yes.
And
I believe, it makes sense. It was very
she really
specifically
is.
said as well about taming the horse so quickly.
Yeah.
About, Bradley. There was just too many little... Let's go throw that in there. Just a little bit.
Yeah. And in that prequel story, Queen Camille names them, and then she's like, oopsies, no, swap them. So I think that she is. I think that she actually is a naturalist.
Yeah.
But she's also Legion cursed with all of the dead queens.
Yes.
And that's fine.
I'm here for it.
I like all of it.
Yeah.
I like every bit of it.
No problem. No problems.
Yeah. Were you surprised by anything? My surprise is really just a shrug, and it's also what I said at the beginning with Mirabella being the most difficult to write, because I don't buy that. But my surprise is Joseph's death, I guess.
Yeah.
And then Jules, probably more Jules going back immediately.
Yeah, definitely that. That was like, that doesn't make any sense considering you were literally offered safety and hospitality and training. Turned that down.
Yeah.
And
keeping everybody safe.
You promised, and you've promised to be with Arsinoe until she's dead or you've gone mad. Are you telling me you've gone crazy? I don't know.
I guess.
No, I agree. I think I was a bit shocked that William Chatsworth killed Natalia when I would have put money on it being the other way around.
Yeah.
I mean, he was pissed. But Natalia is also an angry lady. I'm like, this is not going to get you anything. But then I really loved it when Ro came in and she was like, da fuck?
Stab.
Have ground knife.
Yes.
We'll wrap up and top.
Yeah.
Get in the river.
Yeah.
Which was a spectacular scene.
It really was.
Horrible. I'm glad he's dead. I'm glad he wasn't around for long.
Yeah, it was awful.
So that might be a surprise as well, that it was Natalia that was murdered by William and not William murdered by Natalia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just surprised that she didn't have any sort of anything nearby that she could have killed him with.
Well, yeah.
But I mean, he is a great big guy and strangling you. It's kind of hard. She probably has not been trained in, Krav Maga. She can't break out of that hold.
Yeah. Yeah. And I suppose she was in a private room, so I can but then I can imagine.
And they sleep together all the time. So if anyone was out there, they just thought, there was some foreplay happening.
That's a special place on the internet. Yeah. Yeah, possibly, potentially. But I think it's just the fact that it was that way around. But then when Ro came in and offed William, I was like, yes.
Yeah, it's fine.
Thank you. He was disgusting.
Yeah.
He's on several registers, what he should be.
Yeah.
For being a bad, bad man.
I love, though, that Billy has come from him. And Billy is like everything that anybody wants. He's funny. He can like a girl without being in love with her. He's soft-hearted enough
friend
to keep a hen. Yeah. I don't know. I just he can't. But he can learn.
He can put a picnic together. He can put picky things together, which is important.
Yeah.
We've entered picky things season. It's important.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you think Billy must have grown up and gone about his dad? Wow, you're an arsehole. I do not want to be you.
Yeah, and he's just become the exact opposite.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that story.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Time for favorite final thought quote?
Yes.
All right, what you got?
Okay, I'm going to give you 3. Nonsense becomes truth if enough mouths repeat it. Which, considering this was done in when Kendare was writing this, I mean, it was published 2017, so
Yeah.
Should have been starting at 2014 at least, 2015, I imagine.
Yeah.
But how appropriate.
Yeah.
Okay. She is not clever. She is cruel. Yes. Yes, she is. And I like this one again. This one's, again, Kendare speaking the truth.
Mm-hmm.
I am not afraid. I am angry.
Yes.
Okay. What sweet, sweet Kendare Blake quotes have you got?
All the rest of them.
From page 1 to page...
Yes. Have they not heard? You cannot kill what is already dead. Yes. Ooh. Why couldn't you be wretched? Don't you have any manners? You should have had the courtesy to be terrible, so I could despise you. I love Billy.
And I like the fact he's called Billy.
Yes.
And I say again, every time I hear the name Billy, I go, Billy, as in Billy Bones.
The cursed deserve compassion.
It depends why they've been cursed and what they've been cursed with.
I agree. Okay, this one that I chose, I really liked because I switched back and forth between reading this one and listening to this one. And I hit this one when I was reading it, and I thought, man, that will be really difficult to say. That is foolishness, a flight of frightened fancy.
Oh.
Who sells seashells by the seashore? Flight of frightened fancy. Finally, I may be the weakest, but I am a queen through and through, all the way down to my dead blood and bones. Oh.
Oh. Oh.
Oh. That's good. So good. Ah. All right, 2 more to go. 2 more books left.
Oh.
What's gonna happen?
Death.
Lots.
Lots of it.
Yeah. All right.
But no more Joseph. Yeah.
No more Joseph. Wah, wah.
Bye-bye. Oh, so sad. Too bad.
Nah.
No. Anywho. Pew, 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 pew. Would you rather? Way. Would you rather accidentally cause someone to be poisoned or mauled by a bear? On Facebook, both the page and the book club were 100% poisoned. And Instagram, it was 73% poisoned. We don't have a lot of comments this week. Probably for legal reasons. In case anything happens. But Coral does say, dang! In all caps. I guess it depends on the person. Lol. But I would probably go with poison. I wouldn't want anything bad to happen to the bear just in case.
She chooses the bear.
She's choosing the bear. Yes.
Trina Reeds says, this one is so tough because my initial thought was poison would be less messy, but actually, if they vomit, it's not. And I can't deal with bodily fluids. So, I choose the mauling. Plus, you know, bears will be bears. I love bears will be bears more than boys will be boys.
Yes, yes, and that should be on the t-shirts.
It should.
Glim Clam Jen says, so I have a mortal enemy and I want her at my picnic party in the woods. She'll be doing that stupid fake friend shit and my bear will accidentally rip her arm off. Just call me the bloody bear queen. Whoops!
I could just see it. You're like, oh, my arm's off.
God damn it.
Finally, new commenter this time, I believe. Boss Mare Energy says, poison. 'Cause no retaliation on the bear.
No.
Choose the bear. Keep the bear safe.
Yes.
Bears will be bears.
Bears will be bears. And that's my answer.
Yeah. Like, if I'm gonna poison someone, it's not gonna be with an accidental floor knife or ground knife. I'm not using the ground knife. Stop it.
Don't use the ground knife.
Don't use the ground knife. And honestly, I just want the bear to have a snack. So I'm letting the bear have this one.
Yes.
Even if it's on accident, he deserves a snack.
Yes. I mean, to be fair, the poisoning could just be accidental about the food poisoning.
Yeah.
It doesn't necessarily have to be death.
Yeah.
But accidental bear mauling means there's also a bear.
There's
And I
also
like
a bear.
bears.
And you know what? I mean, it's kind of maybe your own fault if you're that close to a bear.
Yes. This is why when people are like, oh, I was out in the woods and I got attacked by this wild animal, I'm like,
Yeah, you
have
were
very
in the
little
woods.
sympathy. You were in their habitat. If it's your house and you're like, I got mauled by a bear in my house and the house was locked and all the windows were closed, I'd be like, damn,
Yeah.
sympathy.
Yeah.
But no, you're in their house.
Yeah. Still might give it to the bear, even if he comes into your locked house.
I think you're on their bear's land, and it's an ancient bear spirit if that was the case.
Yeah.
Come to kick your ass.
Which question next? Ugh. Okay. Ugh.
Ugh.
Would you rather
No.
forgive Joseph for
No.
being with Mirabella, or forgive Peter for throwing you in a pit?
I'm going to forgive Peter for throwing me in a pit because I came at it as a badass boss ladies, plural.
Yes.
Joseph needs to get in the sea. And now he's dead. His dead body needs to get in the sea.
Yeah. I struggle forgiving Joseph for anything.
Yes.
Even if it was a spell gone wrong. He still made those choices.
He turned around to Jules and said, no, Arsinoe is trying to give excuses, but I still did it. It was me. He turned around and said, it was me.
Yeah.
Full responsibility.
Yeah.
Don't be blaming magic.
Don't.
Oh, I cheated on you because the spell went wrong. Oh no. And I did it again too. No.
Yeah. Ugh.
I mean, Peter's was a piss poor excuse as well. It had no grounding in logic.
Yeah. But then, like, it kind of makes you want to ask, would you rather be beheaded and chopped up by the priestesses or thrown into the Breccia domain?
But then, I'm sorry, you're throwing somebody in the Breccia domain. You don't know what's down there, what's worse, getting your head chopped off in one smooth, clean cut, or falling to your doom, where if you don't die before you reach the bottom, you don't know what the bottom is, and it could just you don't know how deep it is, and it could just be that you are wounded and then you have to bleed out and die in the Breccia domain for hours.
Yeah.
No.
Because we don't know. We didn't know that the queens would reanimate her corpse.
No. And this is all mystical and magical as well.
Right.
So you can't tell what's going to happen. So Peter, get in the sea now. He's the next one who needs to get in the sea. Now we've got rid of Joseph. He is number 2 on my numbered lists that trump morality.
Right.
He needs to get in the sea. I can't. He's still around. He needs to go. But you know who's not on the list? Billy.
Billy.
Yet.
Yeah.
I reserve.
Sure, it's fine.
I reserve the right to put everybody on the list.
And I think that's respectable.
Okay. Would you rather crawl down into the Brecon Domain or sail into the mist?
Look, I have said many times, and normally it's against heights, but I feel safer in the ground. I'm going to go down. I'm going to spelunk. I'm going to spelunk into the domain. I'll probably take more than a knotted rope with me. There will be gear.
Oh my god, he was so unprepared.
But you know what? At least he took a rope, a knotted rope. And there was a lot of it. It wasn't enough to get him to the bottom, because who knows if it even has a bottom.
Please see previous rant.
Right. But at least he took a knotted rope, and it wasn't just a regular, like just a string. So he can use the knots to climb back up. That's at least smart.
And he did take plenty of matches to go for his lantern, which I appreciate that as well.
Yes.
But there was still a little bit more planning that needs to go ahead. I would refer you and the listeners to our last interview with Kendare Blake, where we discussed going down the Brecon Domain. And you said spelunking. And I would stay at the top and make sure you're all right.
Yeah.
I get seasick, so I don't really want to sail into the mist. I don't necessarily want to crawl down with the Brecon Domain, but I will facilitate you going down.
Thanks. Okay. Yeah. You'll be there.
I'll be there. And then if there's cool consequences, I might go down as well.
Yeah. I mean, I'll yell up to you.
There's a few more queens that need to possess someone. I'm like, yeah, okay. I'll go down.
I'll just yell up, Claire, cool shit is happening down here.
I'll come down.
Safely crawl down.
Yes. I might scuttle.
Yeah, that's
I feel like
also
things would
fine.
scuttle in the domain.
Yeah. Skeletons are scuttling.
Yeah.
Scuttling skeletons.
Yeah.
Okay. That one's kind of dull. Would you rather pretend to be dead or pretend to mourn? Either way, your life depends on it.
Oh.
I don't
Pretend
think that
to
I could
mourn.
be still enough
Yeah,
to
that's
pretend
what
to
I'm
be
thinking.
dead.
Yeah, I'll be like constantly cracking my eye open trying to... And it's the try not to look like you're breathing.
Yeah.
So I'm going to pretend to mourn, because at least then, if I feel like I'm going to break or things are getting a bit tense, I can just really be loud and obnoxious and wail. Be like one of those proper wailing mourners.
Yeah.
Yeah, go full dramatics.
Yeah. And then Arsenoy's like, calm down. Take it down a notch. They're gonna come check on you. And she's like, oh.
Yeah, but then I'd be like, I can't, because otherwise I'm going to start laughing. You cover your face, you can't tell it's laughing, it just looks like it's crying. That was a horrible face.
It's fine. What's our last question?
Okay. No, 2 people have died. Oh no, womp womp. But whose comeuppance would you rather have seen? William Chatsworth or Nicholas Martel's? If you could only keep one, whose would it be? Which would you rather have happened? I mean, the default's Joseph, we know this.
Right, that's why he's not even included in this question, because Joseph deserved it.
Exactly.
I'm going to say William getting stabbed by Roe.
Mm-hmm.
Delicious.
Yeah. It was amazing.
Yeah. Nicholas, also terrible. Let's say it. 99.999% a rapist.
Yes.
You know, we don't know if Katerine like, actually said no, but her actions said no to me.
Many people have said no to Nicholas Martel and he has not cared. The same as
Yeah.
William Chatsworth. And
Yeah.
those will be people who are servants or working
Yeah.
for him. And yeah.
But I feel like, I mean, they both deserved it.
Oh, yeah. But you can only keep one.
I can only keep one. I'm going to keep William.
Yeah. I agree, because you cannot tell me Katrine would not have poisoned Nicholas regardless. She'd be like, oh, I'm bored of you.
Yeah,
after 5
honestly,
minutes.
I feel like she's probably sad because she missed the opportunity to, like, actually plan it.
Yeah. Yeah. I've got this lovely gift. Look at this gift. I'm an expert gift wrapper.
Yes.
You know, if she had an Instagram or a TikTok, she would be doing the videos where it shows you how to properly wrap presents and how to do it without sticky tape and how to tie bows where they actually look like bows and not just knotted messes.
Yeah.
And then inside is death.
Yeah. And that's fine. We like that.
We like it.
We are sad for Katarine. We are sad for Katarine that she didn't get to gift wrap her murder.
Yes.
She'll have other chances, though, to murder other people.
Yeah, because there's always time for a ball.
Yeah. All right. If you liked this, try this.
I'm going to suggest the book that's a bit too hard for me to read. And it's called One Dark Window by Rachel Gillig. I am sure I've probably recommended it before, but I'm going to recommend it again because it's quite appropriate. Elspeth needs a monster. The monster might be her. Elspeth Spindle needs more than luck to stay safe in the eerie, mist-locked kingdom of Blunder. She needs a monster. She calls him the Nightmare, an ancient, mercurial spirit trapped in her head. He protects her. He keeps her secrets, but nothing comes for free, especially magic. When Elspeth meets a mysterious highwayman in the forest road, her life takes a drastic turn. Thrust into a world of shadow and deception, she joins a dangerous quest to cure Blunder from the dark magic infecting it. And the highwayman? He just happens to be the king's nephew, captain of the most dangerous men in Blunder, and guilty of high treason. Together they must gather 12 Providence cards, the keys to the cure, but as the stakes heighten and their undeniable attraction intensifies, Elspeth is forced to face her darkest secret yet. The Nightmare is slowly taking over her mind, and she might not be able to stop him. It's a duology. It's very, very good. And yes, lots of hashtag tenuous links.
Awesome. I love it.
What do you got?
I found mine on a list from Epic Reads. It's not a numbered list. It's not a numbered list. I knew you were going to ask it. It's not a numbered list. And I haven't read this one. I had read a couple of others that were on the list, and they were great. But this one, I wanted to read it, so this is what I'm going to share with you. It's called And Break the Pretty Kings by Lena Zhang. Mireille was meant to save her queendom, but the ceremony before her coronation ends in terror and death, unlocking a strange new power within her and foretelling the return of a monster even the gods fear. Amid the chaos, Mireille's beloved older brother is taken, threatening the peninsula's already tenuous truce. Desperate to save her brother and defeat this ancient enemy before the queendom is beset by war, Mireille sets out on a journey with an unlikely group of companions, while her unpredictable magic gives her terrifying visions of a future she must stop at any cost.
Ooh. That sounds interesting.
Yeah. I feel like it could potentially be a spin-off.
Mm-hmm.
And she is sight-gifted. And everybody wants to kill the sight-gifted queens.
Yes.
So she's off on her own adventure here. She was also pitched into the domain, and she got out. And now she's doing her own thing elsewhere.
We're just yeeting everybody down the hole, really, aren't we?
And we are, and that's okay.
Is there any yeeting down role in the new and indie spotlight?
No. I'm gonna say probably not, but I can't be sure because this book is not out yet, so we don't know if anybody gets yeeted into a hole.
Okay.
This one is called To Our Untamed Core by Sunita Reyes. It comes out in September, and we're probably going to have this one as a new and indie spotlight when it gets a little bit closer to time. This one, the emails with the publicist, they really spoke to me. Because this is it's like your favorite dystopian book from, 10 or so years ago when dystopias were a cool, huge thing. And I just really hope that they come back. I hope they make a comeback. That's what I'm waiting for.
It's been a while. We need to get out this whole romantasy situation and dark academia and have some dystopian futures.
I need a dystopian future. I mean, I don't. Yeah. Please stop with the current dystopian future.
No, we are in a dystopian future. I need a fictional dystopian future, not IRL.
Yeah. Okay. To Our Untamed Core by Sunita Reyes. Centuries after the conquistadors claimed the Afueras for their own, Temo spends his life obeying the Holy Order's decree, undergoing their sacraments to tame his supposedly violent nature. The only rule is hiding that he's trans. If that fact is discovered, Temo will face El Torneo, a brutal fight-to-the-death game pitting the untamed against one another. No Afuereño who enters El Torneo ever escapes with their life. But when Temo's boyfriend is unexpectedly arrested and thrown into the deadly tournament, he'll do anything to rescue Alan from his gruesome fate, even if it means entering El Torneo himself. Only there's far more to this tournament than meets the eye. Survival is just the beginning. When the cost of saving the one he loves the most might be higher than he ever imagined, is Temo willing to pay it? Brutal fights to the death. Dystopian.
Yes.
Dystopian fights to the death.
This is what we need. More of this.
Not future, Jesus fuck. Fictional
dystopia.
Please.
Yes.
Please.
Yes.
But I'm looking forward to that one.
Yeah.
As distraught as we just got. Looking forward to that one.
We got to start over reality, not over fiction.
Right. Okay. That's it for this episode of Fictional Hangover. I'm Amanda.
And I'm Claire.
Join us next time. Oh, we're traveling back in time with this one a little bit. This one's an oldie. Mm-hmm. But we're starting a new month, so that's fun. We have a new monthly theme. Hands off. Read a book with hands on the cover. There's a whole lot of them to choose from. Bonus points for hands holding something weird. We're going to be discussing The Coldest Girl in Cold Town by Holly Black. Vampires. Look out for our Would You Rather polls and monthly challenges on social media. Don't forget about our book club on Discord. Be sure to visit our shop on Redbubble at fictionalhangover.redbubble.com for all your favorite Fictional Hangover themed merchandise, and become a patron of ours on Patreon, where you can watch this video right now at patreon.com/fictionalhangover. Until next time, remember, the only cure for a fictional hangover is another book.
You can find us at fictionalhangover.com and follow us on all social media at Fictional Hangover. If you like this episode, check out our others and be sure to rate, review and subscribe so you don't miss out. Thanks for listening.